hand washing and ware washing, right? So when you're washing your hands, you always want to make sure that the water is running so it's warm, right? If you do cold, you just got to scrub a little bit harder. So wash your hands, right? This is super important right now, especially with COVID and influenza and all those other things that are super prevalent right now. All right, so lather your hands, 20 seconds, right? Sing happy birthday or ABCs twice, super fast, right? Love my 4-year-old, he's like, ABC. So also take your finger tips, right? And scrub them into your palm, right? And that kind of dislodges anything that's in your nails, right? You can do a circle, you can do whatever you want. But go right here, all the way to the wrist, maybe even up a little bit more, right? And then rinse them off. Use disposable paper towel, or if you're at home, right, maybe you have a specific towel that's what your family uses, that's fine as well. Okay? But also make sure, right, when you're doing this, that if you're using a disposable paper towel or anything, right, try to turn everything else off with this after you're done wiping it, right? You're wiping it, quote unquote, germs to still be on this, right? So you would turn this off. If you're in a bathroom situation, right, grab this and grab the door handle. A lot of that sounds common sense, but you just never know. Some people just leave. You know, you're always surprised how many people leave. Our classroom's right next to a bathroom, and I see the gentleman go in and come right back out. And I'm like, you can't have used the bathroom and washed your hands in that quick of time. So, is what it is. All right. Here's our tools here that we'll be using. Our nice brush and some liquid soap. Now, we have plenty of soap in here. So when you do dishes, especially in here or even at home, man, right? Soap's pretty inexpensive nowadays. Unless you're buying some bougie soap or something. But use plenty of soap, right? And we want to wash the inside here. The whole thing, right? Then dump out that liquid and go for the outside. Right? Get everything washed. And you want to let the soap sit, right? So it kind of helps clean whatever else you missed. Get the handle if you want, and then rinse it off. Okay, this is hopefully how a lot of you wash your dishes at home already. But maybe you use a sponge, maybe a washcloth, maybe just your hands, right? That's what my grandma always used to say. I wash with my hands so I can know when they're clean. Yes, ma'am. So, I'm going to put it on here to kind of seep it up. Then you would start to dry it, right? Someone in your group would help you dry. All right, that's usually a good thing for that red apron wear. And same thing here. Make sure you got plenty of soap and you're scrubbing everything off. If you're using dough or anything like that. If you are cleaning dough or something greasy, right? Hot water helps. It helps dissolve it and drain it down. Okay? Something that's stuck on, right? Just got to scrub a little bit harder. All right. Also, right, when you're doing dishes, if you find a corner that doesn't get all the water in there, you could put a little secret spot of soap in there, right? And then you always have a little bit of soap if you need it. All right. All right. You don't need the water for lasting. You just need a nice constant stream so it gets everything taken care of. All right, so these are all clean. I rinse this out. Goes back in here, right? My soap goes back in here. There is a sponge if you ever need it. But see how it's kind of dirty still or maybe a little wet, right? You're gonna take disposable towels. Right? I guess you could take one of our white towels, but disposable towels probably work better. All right, so I got a good amount here. Now, I'm just going to wipe it off and make sure it's all clean, right? You always want to make sure that your sink is dry Right? A lot of people think, oh, a wet, clean sink is great. No, not really, because bacteria can still grow in water. Right? We'll learn that later too, is when we talk about food safety. It's food safety, right? You just need something to be a little moist, a little warm for bacteria to grow. Okay? Dry it all out. Look all nice and purty. We have plenty of supplies in here. When you get back into the kitchen, right? We have plenty of supplies.